Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you could join me today. Why don't you grab a warm cup of tea or coffee, get comfortable, and let's have a little chat. Today we're going to talk about something many of us have thought about, living in the city. The big city life with its bright lights and endless possibilities can seem very exciting. But like anything in life, it has its good sides and its not so good sides. So let's explore the advantages and disadvantages of living in a bustling urban environment. Let's start with the good things, the advantages. One of the biggest pluses is convenience. In a city, almost everything you need is right at your fingertips. Supermarkets are often open late, sometimes even 24 hours a day. You can find restaurants with food from all over the world just a short walk or a quick bus ride away. Need a new pair of shoes or the latest smartphone? There are countless shops to choose from. This level of convenience saves a lot of time and makes daily life much easier. You don't have to plan a whole day just to run a few errands. Another huge advantage is the abundance of job opportunities. Cities are economic hubs. They are home to a wide range of industries, from finance and technology to arts and entertainment. This means there are more jobs available and often a greater variety of career paths to choose from. Whether you were a recent graduate looking for your first job or an experienced professional seeking a new challenge, the city often has more to offer. Networking is also easier. You meet more people in your field, which can lead to new opportunities you might not find in a smaller town. And what about culture and entertainment? This is where cities truly shine. There's always something to do. You can visit world-class museums, watch a play in a historic theater, go to a concert to see your favorite band, or attend a live sports game. Cities are melting pots of culture, so you can experience different traditions, festivals, and food. This rich cultural tapestry makes life more interesting and can broaden your perspective on the world. You'll never be bored in the city. There's an event or activity for every interest and every mood. Public transportation is another major benefit. In most large cities, you can get around easily without owning a car. Subways, buses, trams, and trains connect different parts of the city, making your commute to work or a trip across town relatively simple and affordable. Not needing a car can save you a lot of money. You don't have to worry about car payments, insurance, gas, or expensive parking fees. It's also better for the environment, which is a wonderful bonus. Finally, cities offer incredible diversity. You'll meet people from all walks of life, from different countries, cultures, and backgrounds. This exposure to diversity is a fantastic learning experience. It can make you more open-minded, understanding, and adaptable. The friendships and connections you make in a city can be incredibly enriching. Plus, this diversity is reflected in the food, the music, the art, and the overall vibe of the city, creating a dynamic and exciting place to live. Of course, living in the city isn't always perfect. Now let's talk about some of the disadvantages. The most obvious one is the cost of living. Cities are expensive. Rent is usually much higher than in rural areas or smaller towns. A small apartment in a popular city can cost a fortune. Everyday expenses like groceries, dining out, and entertainment also tend to be more expensive. This high cost of living can be a major source of stress and can make it difficult to save money. You might find that a large portion of your salary goes directly toward your living expenses. Another challenge is the noise. Cities never truly sleep. There's a constant sound of traffic, sirens, construction, and people. For some, this background noise is just part of the city's energy, but for others, it can be overwhelming and disruptive. It can be hard to find peace and quiet even in your own home. This constant noise pollution can affect your sleep and your overall well-being. If you are someone who values silence and tranquility, the city might feel a bit too loud for you. Then there's the issue of space or the lack of it. Living spaces in cities are typically much smaller. You might live in a small apartment or studio with no garden or yard. This can feel cramped, especially if you're used to having more room. Public spaces like parks can also get very crowded, especially on sunny weekends. This lack of personal space can sometimes feel a bit suffocating. It's a trade-off many people make for the convenience of city living, but it's definitely something to consider. The pace of life in the city can also be a disadvantage. Everything moves fast. People are always in a hurry, rushing to get to work, to meetings, or to their next appointment. This fast-paced, competitive environment can be exciting for some, but for others, it can lead to stress and burnout. There can be a sense of pressure to always be doing something, to always be productive. It can be difficult to slow down and just relax. Sometimes you might miss the slower, more relaxed pace of life that you find in smaller communities. Lastly, while cities are full of people, it can sometimes feel lonely. It's a strange paradox. You're surrounded by millions of people, yet it can be hard to form deep, meaningful connections. People are often busy with their own lives, and the anonymous nature of a big city can make it feel isolating. Building a strong community of friends can take more time and effort than it might in a small town where everyone knows each other. You have to be proactive about meeting people and building relationships. So, as you can see, there are many things to think about. Living in the city offers amazing opportunities for career, culture, and convenience. It's a place of energy, diversity, and excitement. However, it also comes with challenges like high cost, noise, limited space, and a stressful pace of life. Ultimately, the decision of whether to live in the city is a very personal one. It depends on your personality, your priorities, and what stage of life you're in. Some people thrive on the energy of the city and can't imagine living anywhere else. Others prefer the peace and quiet of the countryside or the close-knit community of a small town. There is no right or wrong answer. Perhaps the best approach is to think about what truly makes you happy. Do you value convenience and excitement above all else? Or is space, quiet, and a slower pace more important to you? Maybe you can find a balance, living in a quieter suburb with easy access to the city center. I hope this little chat has given you some food for thought. It's always good to consider both sides of a coin before making a big decision. What about you? Do you live in a city? Are you thinking about moving to one? I'd love to hear your own experiences and thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue the conversation there. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I really enjoy our cozy chats. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.